We endorse.
Well,
we freaking demand excellence from agents before allowing them to be
I messed up.
Ramsey Trusted. That's why
It's
Ramsey Trusted Pros
1:59 right now. Tuesday, September 12th, 2023. Yeah, I'm already functionally late to work. And there goes my camera looking like shit again. Yeah, there's 2 o'clock. There's a legal ID on KTAR.
From ABC News.
I was doing good. I was doing so good. And then as I was approaching 24th Street on the approaching 24th Street on Loop 202, which surprisingly had no traffic to speak of, I realized that my safety vest and my ID badge and lanyard and my hat were not in the car, like I was thinking they were in the car. I had to double back all the way home. So yeah, now I'm late. I don't see it being a problem, but I just absolutely detest being late. So not really too much to say. Priscilla's asked me to stay the night with her tonight. Take her to another, some other kind of medical appointment tomorrow, and I told her I'd do it. I just feel bad for her. I feel like she's had nobody else to do that sort of stuff. I'm surprised her insurance doesn't provide transportation, but apparently it does it, or maybe she just hasn't looked into it. I don't know. Although I do know using insurance-provided transportation can generally be a big pain in the ass. So, got up earlier than normal today. About 10 a.m. 9:30 a.m., something like that. Didn't set an alarm, I just woke up. Felt well rested and actually went out and kind of tried to be productive with it. Since I finally got my damn Costco card activated and had more available credit left on it than I thought I did, I topped off my tank. Yay.
The federal government for approval to make a pandemic-era program designed to help parents and workers permanent. KTAR's Ballin Overstills joins us live from the News Center with more.
The Parents as Paid Caregivers program compensates parents to care for their children with disabilities. Heidi Capriotti with Access says it was first used to protect families.
As a way to ensure that children with disabilities continue to receive health care services during the pandemic.
Now we're in a lingering caregiver shortage, and she says this could free up some of those essential workers.
Augment the workforce and pay parents for services that they were likely doing anyway for their minor children with disabilities.
Live in the News Center, Ballin Overstills, KTAR News.
The Republican president of the Arizona Senate says he's going to sue the Biden administration over the new Grand Canyon Area National Monument.
I've heard about that. That's
KTAR's
good.
Deborah Dale is live in the News Center with a look at why.
Well, Becky Lynn Warren Peterson tells KTAR's Mike Broomhead the president misused his authority under the Antiquities Act to create the monument.
It says that they have to reserve the smallest area compatible, quote, with the proper care and management of the objects to be protected. That's not happening.
Peterson plans to file the lawsuit by the end of this year or early next. He believes he has a good chance at winning the case. Biden's declaration protects about 1 million acres of land. Live in the News Center, Deborah Dale, KTAR News.
I believe his lawsuit has a good chance of winning as well. I listened to most of that interview on Broomhead as I was heading out earlier today, and it's very well grounded in law. And when that first happened, and it was being heralded by the media as such good news, I immediately was taken aback. It just seemed like a big land grab by the federal government take private property away from Arizona landowners. So, and to take control of Arizona lands away from Arizona. What a lot of people don't seem to realize is that the main potential use for that land is the mining of uranium. And uranium is what has the potential to give Arizona energy independence. A lot of people are not aware of it. Oh, I'm in the wrong lane again. I've been fooled by that exit before. What a lot of people are not aware of is that, unlike other states, a large majority of the energy in Arizona is nuclear. When you go west out of Phoenix, you headed to LA, watch on the left side of the freeway when you're about 45 minutes out of Phoenix, and you'll see there's a large power plant off to your left, large nuclear power plant. That's the largest power source in the state of Arizona. Now, at this point, we're having to get uranium from foreign countries. And yeah, that's the very opposite of energy independence. That uranium could be mined right here in Arizona. However, the areas where that's most available are the areas that for some reason got designated as a national monument, where there's nothing there. I mean, it's easy to say, oh, well, you know, we're preserving the Grand Canyon, we're preserving the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon has been preserved for damn near 100 years as a national park. The Grand Canyon is not at any risk of not being preserved. What this did was grab a lot of land that had the potential to be used for uranium mining to force deals with other countries, and yeah, follow the money and look into what certain people in the federal government have done to profit from deals with other countries, especially deals to do with energy. And, yeah, it's pretty obviously crooked, and it's a shame more people don't see through that. And I'm glad at least there's somebody in state leadership that's paying attention. So almost to work. My camera shot. It just is what it is. Hopefully y'all can hear me over vibrating camera. I don't think I'm too terrible late. I made good time going through the airport. It's yeah, it's 2:07 right now. Heck, by MLS standards, I'm early. Honestly, the main thing that gets me here is I've proven to be the most reliable driver they have on the night shift, even as frequently as I choose to come in 2 hours late because I don't feel alert enough at the start of my shift, or show up a little late over stupid shit like, oh, fuck, where's my safety vest, like I'm doing today. At this point, I do so much more than anybody else. I do it without directions. Yesterday, as I mentioned, handled the majority of the electric vehicles, and still did damn near, well, did all of the maintenance cars. Now, there were a couple that other drivers brought down to the gatekeeper line, but I'm still the one that sorted them all out and took them from the gatekeeper line and put them where they needed to be. Speaking of the gatekeeper line, so there's a giant sign at the end of it that says gatekeeper. And when employees of Hertz or MLS walk over, they'll occasionally ask me if I'm the one that's handling it. And if I'm here, I am the one that's handling it. Now, I might not be the only one that's handling it, but at night, especially after about 4:30 p.m., yeah, I'm generally the only one handling it. And I've had quite a few times where people have walked up and they've used the exact words, "Are you the gatekeeper?" And I'm just waiting for that to happen again. Because the next time it happens and somebody comes up and says, "Are you the gatekeeper?" I'm going to try to deadpan respond with, "Yes. Are you the key master?"